What's going on, guys? Gomes here, freshly showered. Gamer grease has been scrubbed off, at least for the time being. We have MLB The Show news today. We have kind of a trailer, but we see our first gameplay. We see a bunch of details. MLB The Show technical beta, for all intents and purposes. I'm not sure why. They're calling it a technical test, but it's more or less a beta that you can sign up for. A lot of stuff to talk about, very important. Leave a like down below on these. As always, subscribe to the channel. Let's see if we can hit 50,000 before April 16th or 420 when the game officially launches. So let's just go ahead and dive into this one. So read about MLB The Show 21 feature premieres, which of course is going to replace the developer live streams, as we do know, and we learn a good little chunk here, decent little bit. At first glance, I was okay, cool. I'm probably not going to cover this one, but there is some interesting little tidbits that I figure we might as well dabble over. I'm not sure if I can read this verbatim here. Every Tuesday and Thursday for the remainder of February, we'll be releasing a new coach and Fernando Tatis Jr. video that showcases a different area of the game. Fun videos will give you some important nuggets of information about various improvements for MLB The Show 21, more in-depth and feature-looking next-gen reveals. Those are the community looking for a deeper dive on improvements and new features coming to MLB The Show this year. Have no fear, plenty of content on the horizon for you. And I will be honest here, I'm just going to kind of scrub through this. It is not really... There is a little bit of gameplay here. This is in-engine, work in progress, PS4 version captured on the PS5. So this is not the upgraded player models. Realistically, it's probably going to look a lot like the one that you guys are playing right now, but here we have the different modes that I want to talk about. Of course, we knew this was I wish YouTube would just work. Competitive. Stick skills. This is the default for online head-to-head play, and they show off each of these. Doesn't really mean much. It's a simulated test gameplay. Then they also have simulation and casual, of course. Pretty basic. You guys can read what they mean right there. Easier, fun, pick up and play, couch co-op kind of thing. Want to slam a bunch of dingers? You're going to be able to do so on casual. Simulation, of course, this is going to be really good for franchise if you want to play exactly true to ratings. So, hit perfect fly balls that go to the pitcher's mound with, certain players. And then competitive, where stick skills reign supreme, online head-to-head defaults, as I said. Then we see a little bit of... Good lord, twice. Finally. Okay. So here you can kind of see some different stuff. This is pretty interesting. So this is a new gameplay thing that we have. Wouldn't it be cool if I had this at my disposal? And I do. Gonna be able to do this. So you can see it looks like they changed the home run robbing meter. A lot of stuff they talked about, and we'll read that down below in just a second, is making better use of plays at the wall. Because we've all had experiences where you run to the wall, you look like a chicken with his head cut off, and just end up with the ball either hitting you on the head like Jose Canseco, or you just miss it. Rare that you would make catches at the wall. Hopefully they put the kibosh to that issue, and hopefully it is fixed. But here you can kind of see a little bit of what they're trying to do. So it's green, and it seems just like a timing thing as you get closer. And I think once it turns to green, that's when you want to jump. I'm not sure. Or when the outer triangle fades away, again, as you might see there, that's when you're going to want to jump. I don't know. I think it is relatively straightforward how to rob home runs in MLB The Show 20. I don't think it takes a PhD in gamer gunk or whatever have you. But it is, it makes sense if they want to change up a few things right there. I don't think we missed... no, we did not. So here's Tatis getting dirty, roll it around there. Trying to see if we can see anything different, really. It doesn't necessarily look like it. Again, this is the PS4 version. Could there be some different stuff on the PS5 version? Entirely possible. I do believe they show, they show a little bit more here, which, again, illustrates the on-the-wall casual mode, it looks like this is a different type of pitching, maybe. Isn't this kind of like how they did in 2K? Where you have to, move the analog sticks differently based on what pitch. If you throw a curveball, you're going to have to move the sticks in a circular motion. That's pretty interesting. A lot of people were curious about that. We heard that there was going to be a new pitching mechanic. It looks very well as if that could be the case right there. And then we have the on the wall stuff again, which that shit just has to be fixed. We've talked about that tonight, and hopefully it will be. So that's pretty much the end right there. A couple things to take away. The game looked good. It was played on the PS4, but it was the PS4 version played on the PS5. And then we have presumably a different way of pitching, which, let me know what you guys think about that. If you guys have played the 2K games, I think it's interesting. I played 2K back on PS2. I don't think they had it. And when I played it on PS3 for a video last year, I played it for a day, so I don't have much of an opinion. But if it has more reliable input than analog, I'm all for it. Here we have first video in which talking about tailored gameplay. So yeah, that stuff is pretty obvious right there. For pitching, we've introduced a brand new mechanic, but more about that in other gameplay improvements. Oh, more about that. I can see, you're showing your cards a little bit. The dealer's showcasing his hand. I can see what's going on there, and I'm pretty intrigued, I must say. So MLB The Show 21 technical test, that's what we were talking about. February 23rd, ending about a week later. Limited number of users. Again, you have to sign up for it. Again, it's closed. You can't record or you can't post anything online. Don't expect to get, huge followings off that just for SDS to ban your account. But, yeah. Need to stress test the servers, online matchmaking, cross-platform play, as well as gather feedback on gameplay. Can sign up here on February 10th, which is today. Will be closed, so we ask that you read the rules before signing up and see you on the servers soon. So, yeah, exactly. Why not call it a beta? I don't know. Maybe they probably are past the beta stage. So this is more so just seeing the servers, more or less, I would think. Because they would probably, we usually got the beta a little bit earlier on, so I understand, I guess, why they're calling it something different. Feature premieres. This year, be rolling out feature premieres, broadcasting simultaneously across Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook Live. I'm sure that's where the majority of people are going to be watching from. Much like our live streams in previous years, give an in-depth look. Yeah, it's the exact same thing. They're just going to be pre-recorded. They're not actually going to be live. Featured premiere schedule. Tailored gameplay, pinpoint pitching, and hitting engine updates. Hopefully that's perfect pitching. Hitting engine updates. Did they change the engine on next gen? We're going to have to wait and see. Complete fielding overhaul. Yes, we're specifically talking about plays at the wall. With a nice little cute smiling emoji, as if they know it's been pretty frustrating these last couple years. Ball player introduction. More variety and more ways to play as ever before. I thought when I first read that could be presentation stuff. I think it's going to have something to do with how we can have Diamond Dynasty or your Road to the Show player and Road to the Show Diamond Dynasty. Maybe a co-op mode. We're going to have to see franchise improvements. MLB The Show goes next gen and Diamond Dynasty streamlined with new paths to rewards. I do hope that we're going to see some of this stuff played on the PlayStation 5. And we're not going to have to wait until the second to last premiere to see what's going to happen. But regardless, I think that's pretty much it. And again, this is very easy to do. I'll leave the link to sign up for this. Again, you can start doing it now. And it lasts from the 23rd to the 1st of March. So it's going to be something fun to play. Yes, if you want to record, you can't. But it'll be fun, hopefully. It's always interesting to at least get our hands on something new. If you were bored playing MLB The Show 20, for at that point, almost a full year, give you a little bit of change of pace. So let me know what you guys think about this. As far as the, I'm just going to call it beta. I'm not going to call it, I'll call it a test gameplay perhaps. But yeah, some new features gameplay wise. Get a little sneak peek at how the game's going to look. It looks pretty clean. And that, again, it's, you know, PS4 version played on PS5 and a bunch of other stuff. So I think it said we're going to see another premiere or another little blog on Thursday as well. Which today is Wednesday, so they split the goalposts. Something Blair Walsh couldn't do. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like down below. Subscribe for more MLB 21 content. And love you guys as always. Hope you guys have a great day. Gomes out. Yay.